Juwann, when's the last time you were healthy for spring practice?
Last time I was healthy was probably my freshman year at Maryland, University of Maryland. That was my last spring that I participated in, so for sure, man.
So how big is this for you?
It's big for me. You know, I've been waiting for this since we ended the season. I was hyped for this, and I just been working on preparing for this moment and proving to my coaches, to be able to make the plays when called.
At the end of last year, you obviously had more opportunities, and the SC game was huge for you. Confidence-wise, what did that do for you as far as giving you kind of a jolt going into this offseason that, okay, I can
that was
do this?
a huge confidence booster. As a receiver, you build off of confidence. It's hard to just get called in there, once a game and make that spectacular play. But once you get them opportunities and you keep building on and building on, you just get more confidence and you just tell yourself that you can make that play, and you just build off it and just keep progressing.
So I know you're confident all the time, but when you have a game like that, has it made you this offseason say, wow, I could do something like that this whole season?
Definitely. That was an eye-opener for a lot of people. It was an eye-opener for me, especially my family, parents, because they seen that I really can do this. And it was big for me because that's what you dream about since you're a kid, just making big plays on the highlight, against top teams. USC is a top team, top 10 team every year. And just to be able to compete and do that against them, it just showed that with hard work, I can be able to accomplish even more. So I'm going to just keep working.
You did some of that out of the slot receiver position. Are you still working in the slot at all, or are you pretty much primarily outside now?
Yeah, I'm everywhere, I want to be, I think I'm versatile, and I feel like I try to prove that every day. And just wherever they line me up, just make the best of the opportunities at that spot. So.
When you look around this receiving corps, you guys lose 3 really good receivers to graduation, but there's so much talent here. What do you see as you look around at everybody with K-Beyond, Katie, Nixon, LaVisca? Just what are your thoughts as you look around this entire receiving corps?
I see a lot of hunger. We're dynamic. We got a lot of size differences, and we're a great size all across the board. We all bring something different to the table, and some of the bodies that we're all hungry. We all didn't have the opportunity to get as many reps as we wanted last year and the years before. And it's a new group. We're learning, and we're just trying to prove all that we could, as a group, and just show that we're a different team this year. And we're trying to put up big numbers and have a great season this year. So that's what I see.
What kind of improvement have you seen from Steven since the end of last season to spring ball, and what more do you expect from him going forward?
I see a lot of progression in his game. He's a little more confident this year, I could say. He spent a lot of time this offseason with all of our receivers. Doing a lot of stationary throws, jump balls. Working a whole bunch of type of techniques in game. So I'm starting to see a lot of that come into play in practice, and it's really exciting. And I think that his game is going to escalate even more just as we progress in these weeks. As he gets more confident in us, and as we get more confident, the sky's the limit.
How excited are you to have your position coach calling plays this season?
That's a receiver's dream, to be honest. You want your receiver coach to be able to in charge of calling plays, especially the fact that he played the receiver position. He knows what receivers want. He knows where they'll be open, all the ins and outs of that. So having him, that's just an extra benefit, and it's a plus for us, I say.
Coach Shed has made no secret about the fact he wants to go up tempo. How big of a difference have you noticed just in terms of the way you've been practicing early on this?
It's been pretty tough. We doing 2 teams, and the tempo is going pretty fast, and expecting to be in the right place always at the right time. So it's been pretty tough, but it's what we need. It's going to benefit us down the long road, and we're going to get in even better shape. So that's what we need as an offense, and I feel it's going to fit as well.
Do you see any difference just in the hunger and focus among the entire team as opposed to last season?
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially on the offensive side, we didn't come up where we wanted to last season a lot, and we started off slow in a lot of games compared to the year before. How we started off so fast, and we were, so fast paced and scoring quick. And that's this year what we just we've been focusing on a lot. On the offense side, coming out strong, coming out fast, and starting the game up strong where we'd be able to. Not sit back and relax, but we just know that the next drive we can go and do it again and again and again. And just as a defense standpoint, they seen where they lack. So last season, so they're using that this off season to be. I've noticed that they're a lot more physical this season. A lot more physical, a lot more technique. Technique is better. So just overall as a squad, you can see the hunger difference. Everybody wants it this year, and we've seen that this conference is open this year. It's always open, but specifically this year, we have an opportunity to do something special, and I feel that the whole team is starting to believe it.
Thanks, Juwann.